Opening day for the Colorado Rockies will be coming up on Monday in Milwaukee, right? Everybody ready for that? Of course, a week from tomorrow will be opening day at Coors Field when the Rockies host the Cubs. Of course, it's a state holiday for most of us, right? We take that day off if possible. I know my husband does every year. And we have a gentleman that we can thank for that. We have a lot of people that we can thank for it, but one of them is our next inductee, and that is John Dikeou. Responsible, whether it was the Denver Bears. I remember going to see the Denver Bears when I was a kid, and now with the Colorado Rockies, he's had his hand in baseball all the way, and we can thank him for having our Rockies here now. Let's take a look at the video.
John Dikeou's place in Colorado sports will be most notably in baseball, and his role in Denver going from minor to major. But his path in sports started as a young man, with the speed to become an all-state athlete in both football and track at Denver's East High School. He became a successful businessman, and while real estate worked out very well, he never took his eye off of sports. In 1984, he bought the legendary AAA Denver Bears with an eye towards the future, and his vision of the future included the jump to the major leagues. The name change to the Zephyrs was part of the plan for a future in MLB, and he became one of the chief lobbyists for Denver and Colorado. His work in and around baseball, as well as his work to help secure the funding for Coors Field, would eventually help to deliver the expansion franchise that the region had deserved for so long. For a lifetime commitment to sports in Denver and Colorado, tonight we welcome John Dikeou into the Colorado Sports Hall of Fame.
It's another pure gray morning, don't know what the day is holding, and I get up right home and I walk right into the path of a lightning bolt. The siren of an ambulance comes howling right through the center.
Good evening. I've always loved baseball. I can remember taking the number 5 streetcar down South Broadway to Merchants Park to watch the Denver Bears. I was 10 years old at the time, and I never knew that one time I might own the Denver Bears. I'd like to thank Gerald Phipps for selling me the Denver Bears in 1984. After we bought the team, we changed the name to the Denver Zephyrs. Owning the Denver Zephyrs gave us the experience and the opportunity and the responsibility to help bring Major League Baseball to Denver. The fun part of owning the Zephyrs was being able to present a quality baseball team to the Denver fans. Go out to the ballpark each night and watch some baseball. We also developed many minor league players who became huge Major League stars. Paul O'Neill of the New York Yankees, Barry Larkin of the Cincinnati Reds, Gary Sheffield, and so many others. We were able to host 5 Major League exhibition games to spotlight the city of Denver. Some of the teams that came through Denver were the Boston Red Sox, the Minnesota Twins, San Diego Padres, Cincinnati Reds, and so many others. We won 2 American Association championships during those years. I was able to attend many World Series and All-Star games. One of the most memorable World Series was the 1989 Earthquake Series in San Francisco. I had a lot of great memories with the Zephyrs and a lot of fun. But my goal was to bring Major League Baseball to Denver. Owning the Zephyrs allowed us access to baseball elite, Peter Ueberroth, the Commissioner of Baseball, Dr. Bobby Brown, President of the American League, Bill White, President of the National League. And their message to me was always that Denver would not get an expansion team without a baseball-only stadium and no seat tax. I thought that a 1% sales tax would work to finance the new stadium. I met with Robert Howsam, our president, and we determined we needed some political help to get the bill passed and on the ballot. I asked my good friends, Neil Macy, to help me. Together we approached State Representative Kathy Williams from Westminster about sponsoring the bill. This was difficult for Kathy, as no politician wants to be associated with a $100 million tax increase. I'm grateful to Kathy that she agreed to sponsor the bill and help us make the case to the Colorado State Legislature. Then came the vote. It became a huge community effort. We were successful in getting the newspapers, the Rocky Mountain News, the Denver Post, the TV stations, the radio stations, the governor, the mayor, and the baseball commission behind us to get out the vote. I noticed in the audience this evening a few people from the baseball commission who were a great help. Neil Macy, Roger Kinney, Joe Blake. They were terrific in helping us get out the vote and winning the election. It was a close vote. We won the election, and as a result today, we have Coors Field in the Colorado Rockies. I'd like to thank my family for their support. My brothers George, Jim, and Dino. My wife Andrea. My son Pawnee and his wife Risa. My daughter Devin and her husband Fernando. And my grandchildren, I can't forget them, Remy, Pete, Lucy, and Chloe. I'd also like to thank my employees at the Denver Zephyrs for all their hard work. Robert Howson, our president and general manager. Unbelievable work behind the scenes to bring baseball to Denver. Norm Jones, Dick Becky, Meg Philpott D'Antoni, Greg Corns, Tom Maloney, Tal Smith, and so many others. I especially want to thank the Hall of Fame Selection Committee for this great honor. I'm so proud to be included in the Hall of Fame with such great people as the legendary Irv Brown, Billy Thompson, Dave Logan, John Elway, Joe Romick, and my good friends Eddie Crowder and Fred Casati. I appreciate the honor very much. Thank you.